Hey there, it's Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and today I wanted to share with you how I make my Silkscreen stencils using a Cricut Explore 2. So I'm using a Windows computer and I've got the Cricut Design Space opened, and I'm just going to go to my projects where I've already created my background square for my design. But basically what you want to do is create a 6 by 6 inch square in your Cricut and save that as your stencil template. And then I've got some clip art that I've already downloaded from the internet to my computer, and so I'm going to press the upload button and browse, and I'm going to select some clip art that just says thank you, and I'm going to upload that into Cricut Design Space. Basically, you can upload any PNG or JPEG file into your Cricut Design Space, and I always choose complex so that it does the best job at removing the background as it possibly can. And then I will just hit continue. And then when you get to this screen, I'm just going to select a cut image and save, and then I'm going to insert it into my design. And once the design opens, I'm going to resize this thank you to what will fit on my cookie. So my cookie is probably no bigger than 3 by 3 inches. So I'm going to make it a little smaller than that. And then I'm going to click down with my mouse and highlight both of the two stencils, the 6 by 6 background and the thank you, and click the align button. And that will center the thank you in the middle of the template. And then I'm going to highlight both of the two designs again, and I'm going to right click and select attach. That will turn this into a stencil. And so once our stencil is ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and click the make button. That will take me over to the mat, and then I will click continue. And here I will make sure that my Cricut is set to the iron-on mode and go ahead and create it. So the stencil material I'm using is Thermoflex Plus Frosty Clear, and I'll leave information in the description. And I'm going to put that onto my mat for the Cricut with the shiny side up. And I've cut my stencil material to be about 6.5 inches square. And once you have it in your hands, it's easy to tell which side is the shiny side and which side is more of a matte, dull finish. So I'm going to go ahead and load my mat in the Cricut and then tell it to go. And I've sped the video up here, but once it's finished cutting out the design, you're going to want to remove it from your Cricut, and then we're going to weed out the part that we want our stencil to have the icing show through. So it's really hard to see here, but the word thank you is cut out from my Cricut, and I'm just going to leave it on the mat because I find it easier to weed that way. And I'm going to take the weeding tool that came with my Cricut, and I'm going to apply quite a bit of pressure to get the letter started without digging all the way through the plastic. And I'm just going to get it started, and then I'm going to lift it off with my fingers for the most part. Once you get it started, it usually weeds off pretty easily. And I'll use my weeding tool to make sure that the center of the letters stay on the plastic and don't come off with the weeding material that I'm pulling away. And I've got the whole thing weeded, and you can see it a little bit better now, and I'm just going to remove it from my Cricut mat. And then we'll move over to our press, and we'll get this pressed into the silk. So here's my setup for my press. I don't have a mat. I'm going to need to get one at some point, but for right now I've just got a couple of towels down on a silicone mat, and I'm just going to lightly press the silk so there's no wrinkles in it. I'll leave a link in the description for the silk that I'm using, but I cut it to about 6.5 inches square. And I'm going to lay down my image with the shiny side down this time. There is no need for me to have mirrored the image on the Cricut. It's going to work fine just the way it was. And so I'm going to lay it down with the shiny side down so that the carrier sheet, or the sheet that the part that you're pulling off, is going to be facing up. And then I'm going to put it between the Teflon sheets and use the heat press to iron the image to the silk. It's taken a bit of playing around to find the right settings, but for me, I'm using 325 degrees for about 40 to 45 seconds. I tried using a regular iron, but that didn't work at all. So I'm going to open up the Teflon sheet and peel this off. It's going to be hot, so be careful, don't burn yourself, and I'm going to give it a shake to kind of cool it down a bit so that I can work with it. And then for me, the hardest part of this whole process is getting a corner started so that I can peel it apart. But once you've got that peeled, just go ahead and gently peel the whole thing off. If you see that it's starting to lift off the silk, then you're going to want to close your Teflon sheet and give it another quick blast with the heat press, and then continue trying. And again, this has taken some trial and error for me, and I didn't show you the struggle it took me to get it started pulling off the corner. But once you get it going, it usually isn't too bad. And you just have to kind of trust the process and kind of give it a good strong pull here. It doesn't come off as easy as you would think it would, but just keep using some pressure and pulling it off, and you'll have your silk screen. So once I have the plastic backing off, I'm just going to put it back in between the Teflon sheet and give it another quick little press to get the wrinkles out. And then I will take my scissors, or you can use a rotary cutter, or any other, like a paper cutter if you have one that you use, and just cut off the edges. You want to cut it slightly inside of where the plastic thermoplex stencil was, so that the silk doesn't fray on the edges. And then you'll be all set to use your stencil on your cookies. And if you want to see how I did that, check out my other videos. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. If it was, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the like and subscribe button. I have new cookie tutorials every week.